Judging from the title of this video. Anyways, let's start from the top. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Anna Henok, your realtor. So we're back again with another video as promised. This time it's a story time. Judging from the title of this video, you guys already know that. So today I decided to tell you guys a story about, how my ex-boyfriend scammed me, guys. Love is a trap. Anyways, let's start from the top. Y'all better not judge me. So anyways, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment of what you want us to talk about next, and. So in the meantime, let's get to the topic. Well, we're girly sipping on some Lipton tea. It's cold out here, so yeah, please bear with me. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you guys tea anyways. So yeah, guys, let's get to it now. So this is about a guy I met, my ex-boyfriend. I met many moons ago. I don't know. It was I believe maybe 7 years ago that I was with this guy, because my current relationship is So I was with this guy for 4 months maximum, and he scammed me in 4 months. Matters of the heart, guys, matters of the heart. Anyways, so the first thing, this guy and I met. First of all, how we met, guys, how you meet your significant other plays a role. You meet a guy in the ghetto, trust and believe your relationship is gonna be ghetto. No lie. I met this guy in the ghetto, aka at my friend's place. You know, that time I remember I was at work. My best friend called me, yo, hi, can we chill today? And you know, when I'm single, guys, I don't stay home. Why? Ain't no man gonna find me at home. So I was at work, and then he called me, and then I'm like, sure, I'm coming, babe, coming. Right after work, your girl went to the best friend, aka my best friend's place, and then we were chilling, and then this guy comes in. I noticed him because he's the only, honestly speaking, he's not hot or anything. I just noticed him because he was the only guy in the room that was not familiar. Every other guy in the room was either my friend or my best friend's friend, and we were like we already knew each other. So this guy was new, yeah. So you know, your girl is single, she's fishing. I saw this guy and I'm like, duh. Then I went to sit next to him, and then we were reading his WhatsApp statuses. I think we were checking his WhatsApp together, and then I saw a video. It wasn't even that funny, guys, but I was it was really not that funny. It wasn't, but I was just trying, you know, I like you, I want you to know that I like you. But it was really just, it was just a desperate move also from me. Don't judge me, I was single, I was looking, he saw me, I saw him, yeah. So already we met in the ghetto, then we exchanged numbers, and then we started talking, and then I think like a week later, should be a week later, he called, and then he's like, don't you want to come over my place, you know, just get to know each other? Me being me, I'm like, of course I can come by your place. I mean, I have nothing to lose. I'm single. It's winter. I think it was winter. I'm lying. Yeah, I'm single. I'm coming over. Yeah, okay, cool. I went over to his place. Already his place was the ghetto. Guys, I'm not saying this out of being spiteful, if that's the right way to say it, but guys, the guy's place was ghetto. I can tell you why. There were no curtains in his flat. Curtains. So when I entered, I'm like, oh, Lukanda, what is happening? And then he's like, no, babe, it's a backyard flat, yeah? He's like, no, we have high walls, so I think it's safe. And it was January. it was January. So he's like, yeah, it's even hot, it's summer, I like it like this. No. Red flag number one, he just didn't have curtains. I think he just didn't afford curtains. Okay, cool. Me being me, you know, when I get into a relationship, my friends always say this, I'm the girl that brings her suitcase, her entire luggage, probably bring along my family, because you're going into this relationship. Yeah. Oh, like I think a few days later, maybe approximately 2 days later, I called a friend, my curtain supplier. Guys, I bought him curtains immediately because I'm like, no, that's so ghetto. So I got him curtains, and then that's already, guys, that's already a red flag. I got him curtains. They were like, I promise you, those curtains were $700. Me, for me at the time, that was luxury, because I think the curtains in my house, they total 700, and that's like my lounge, my kitchen, my bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, they probably total 700. But I mean, daddy is gonna get 700, and you know, girl wanna show herself. Picture, we are not really poor, even though we were. Ken was okay, cool, no problem. All right, I got him curtains. We put the curtains up. Oh, thank you so much, babe, you're my everything. Okay, girl. Then guys, Babzo decides now, okay, no, actually I decided, you know, I was just moving fast. So what was going on with me, guys? That's why we need to leave relationships to mature people, because I don't know, sorry, that was my battery, because I don't know if it was me or my maturity level or what was going on, eh? But it just wasn't right. I was moving too fast, so I decided to invite Babzo over for a trip to the coast. I mean, duh. We need to go to the coast, you know, get to know each other, and he's like, yeah, sure, no problem, baby girl, I'm in. Okay, cool. So we agreed on a date, and then he's like, yeah, just do the booking, arrange the booking and stuff. Okay, cool. I did the booking, and then I'm like, it's a hotel we're going to stay at for 2 nights. I think it was 3,700 and something. I did it on booking. Yeah. And then he was like, okay, cool, no problem. I'm like, we have to pay this before a certain date. Can you EFT the money? Sorry, can you now send the chelete or what now? No, babe, just go ahead and pay. Red flag number 2. Just go ahead and pay. I'll refund you. In fact, I won't refund you. Just pay that, and then I'll take over the cost from now on, aka the transport to get there and back, and the activities to happen there, in our dinner, because I know it was just breakfast that was in the booking. Okay, cool. I'm like, okay, cool, sharp. I mean, duh, it's a daddy. Okay, cool. Then I made the booking, I made the payment, sharp. Then he came over to my house, like I think a few days later, to visit his girlfriend. Then I went outside, you know. He was in his company car. He didn't have a car. Red flag number 3, he didn't have a car. Oh, the ghetto. So he came, set out. This is really a legit true story, guys, believe you me. He came outside, we sat in the car, and then I don't know, we exchanged phones for some reason. I don't know. Oh yeah, red flag number 4, Pabzo has an Android. Guys, why are we dating men with Android? It's rude, it's very demeaning. But in that moment, I'm like, girl, what are you looking for? Get a man, okay? All right, so your girl sat in the car, we exchanged phones. He gave me his phone, I gave him mine, and then we were checking stuff, and then a message popped up on the screen. It was from her sister. It was saved my sister, something in the line of my sister. It was easily identified that it was a sister. It's a long paragraph. I didn't mean to read it, but I had to read it because of how long the message was. And in the first lines of the message, it said something in the lines, okay, but the whole message was, why are you treating your baby mama like this? Why are you being mean to her? And I'm like, whoa, you have a child? And then he's like, no, I don't. Guys, men. I'm like, wait, had this message not come from a person saved my sister or something in the lines of sister, I would have probably fell for the like, ja, he really doesn't have a child. But because it came from the sister, why would your sister send you a wrong message, for example, and the names are there? Okay, fine, babe, I'm so sorry. He denied for like 10 minutes straight, and then he came to his reality. And he's like, okay, fine, babe, I'm so sorry, I have a child. And then I'm like, it's not a problem having a child, but why did you omit that from me? He was like, no, I just didn't think it was the right time to tell you. And we have a trip booked to Swakop, and you don't think it was the right time to tell me. Sharp, no problem. That's already red flag number 4, probably number 5. Sharp. Yeah. Then now I'm curious. Remember, we are moving fast as well, also from my side. I don't know this guy's age yet, so now I'm curious to find out how old this guy is. Sharp. Then I don't know, I went to work. He picked me up from work with the company car. He picked me up from work with his company car. I got in the car. I got access to his driver's license because I wanted to know how old this guy is. Yeah, no, he was 2 years younger than me. No, don't judge me. Age for me is a thing. Maturity for me is a thing. So I feel like I'm a little too mature for my age, so I always check the age gap. I can't date somebody younger than me. First of all, at least be younger than me with $1 billion in your bank account. You can't be younger than me and still. No. Anyways, he was 2 years younger than me, so I'm like, red flag. But I stayed. I mean, the whole time the Lord is showing me or giving me reasons to leave, but me now I'm just like, not yet. Sharp. Okay, cool. Then I remember at the time I had I think an iPhone 5, and I wanted to upgrade to an iPhone 6, and there was a friend of his that was selling. He's on the streets, so I'm like, let me just quickly get that one because it was reasonable. It was very cheap. I remember the guy was asking me 5,500. I mean, boyfriend calls and he's like, babe, yeah, Martin is selling his phone. I'm gonna use the name Martin. Martin is selling his phone. It's only 5.5. I'm like, okay, cool. I think I have that amount of money because I had budgeted, I think, 7,000. And then I'm like, okay, cool. I think I have that money. Bring it on. He calls me. He brought the phone to my workplace. He calls me. I'm outside. Then I went outside my office. I found him outside. He's like, yeah, quickly saying. And Martin is in the car. And he ran towards me. And then he's like, yeah, quickly send the money. Martin is waiting for his phone. We need to go. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I sent the 5.5. Me being me, I don't want to be rude. I walked up to Martin. Hi, Martin. Just to greet Martin and tell him that, thank you, Martin. Bring my phone. And he's like, yeah, before we go, Martin is asking now. Before we go, how much did you send him? And then he looked at me. And then I looked at him, and it was like an awkward look. And then he was like, and then he quickly shut me up. He's like, just go. Then I'm like, I sent him 5.5. Actually, Martin was like, did you send him 5? Guys, this means Martin only wanted 5,000. And my boyfriend added his 500. This is a boyfriend, guys. This is the love of my life. This is somebody that was supposed to belong here. Your men. Ooh, I blame the place you meet a person already, the ghetto. I gave him, and then when I got in my office, I'm like, wait, what? It didn't sit well with me, but my boyfriend. But I think in the evening later when I asked him, I'm like, did Martin want a 5.5 or just 5,000? Oh, I don't know where you're getting all. He got a little angry. I don't know where you're getting all this information. He really wanted 5.5. But the truth is, Martin only wanted 5,000. That's a scammer. Did I leave? No. No. I don't know. I really don't understand why we have all these red flags in front of us. But we're just like, bruh, God, I understand you. I keep asking you. You keep answering me. But you read. Okay, cool. The trip arrives. We go for the trip. We're supposed to go with the shuttle. So we meet at the shuttle place at 1:30 because they drive at 2. 1:30 we start with the loading. Yeah. So we got there at 1:30 and then I'm like, pay, honey. You know, my man's gonna pay. He looks at me and he's like, babe, the other money that I was telling you about, it didn't reflect yet. The other money did not reflect from where? Reflect for what? Reflect. Guys, in that moment, I was crushed because I felt betrayed. I felt so bad because now I'm replaying all these moments that have been happening, aka my 500 that went with the phone. Now yet, and I paid for the accommodation. Now you're telling me the money did not reflect? I took a deep breath. Luckily, I had money, which was not even enough. I paid our shuttle to go. On that road, guys, I was, you know, when you are annoyed by the presence of somebody, you don't even know why they exist in this moment. And we are going on a trip. I was out. I couldn't. Whew. Me being me, pulled myself together. I'm like, it's my man's. The ghetto. Then we went. We got into soccer. We got into a hotel. I don't want to disclose the name, but yeah, then our room was a sea view. We got upstairs. We opened the blinds. You know, getting in, getting comfortable. Because we traveled around. So I think we got there to 6 something. So he's like, yeah, I went and took a shower. Because first of all, I'm already frustrated. Second of all, why am I here? Third of all, why am I with this guy? But I mean, it's a relationship. My mom told me you gotta work hard for your mans. The ghetto. But anyways, I went there, took a shower. He took a shower. And then he's like, okay, babe, can you go have dinner? I'm like, yeah, no, sure, no problem. Then I was getting ready. Luckily, me being me, thank God, I asked before we left, do you have money to pay dinner? And then he looked at me. And then he's like, babe, I told you the money didn't reflect it. Then I'm like, why the hell are you hungry if the money didn't reflect it? What are you going to eat? The face? Like, what is wrong with you? No, babe, I just thought you had enough money, so we're gonna go to bed without food. Why is a broke man asking for food? Why are you poor and you want to eat 5-star vibes? I was out. I told him, you know what? You know when have you ever been so frustrated that you're just like, you don't even have words anymore. You're just like, walked back to the room. Actually, we're just like taking a few steps down. So I just walked back to the room, took out my clothes, and back to bed. Guys, relationships are a trap. Sharp. Then he comes back and he's like, oh, babe, I have $50. I'm like, it's the audacity for me. At this point, it was just really the audacity for me. Then I'm like, okay, cool, just go have dinner with your $50 because what are we going to check? Are we going to eat fat cooks? What are we going to do with your $50? Downstairs in somebody's hotel. It's fine, I'll just go buy myself a couple of drinks. I really just want the vibe of the bar and stuff. I'm like, go. When he left, I called the delivery guy to deliver us food. So I ordered spare ribs. Then they came. When he came from Dubai, he found food. And he's like, oh, baby, order. I'm just like, why are you still here? Why are you still talking? You know what I mean? While we were eating, Babs is like, babe, remember we don't have to finish the food because we don't have anything to eat. Guys, this is a man I traveled with. Somebody I regard as my boyfriend. Ne? Ipatnayan. Supposed to be with me through it all. I don't know what that was. I don't even know who that was. But the red flags were there. Anyways, sharp. Fast forward. Next day. He's like, babe, we need to go do some activities. At this point, I was just frustrated. Why are you even talking? How is the word activities coming out of your mouth when you don't even have money to leave this hotel room, to just go downstairs? And then he woke up, he went jogging alongside the beach. I think it's those people that portray or want to portray a life they don't have. Yeah. Babs wants us to go do activities. I'm like, are they free? Then he's like, no, if we don't have enough money, I can ask who and who to help us. I'm like, who's gonna pay them back? No money, no activities. End of story. Why are you even thinking about activities when you don't have money? The last money I had, I think I had like maybe $500 left, but I had it for just in case, aka transport to come back. Or are we gonna stay there forever or what? Sharp. Sunday comes, we have to check out. We checked out. Can I call a shuttle to come? Can I book us a shuttle? I'm like, book you a shuttle? No, for me, it's his audacity. Sharp. We drove back, aka I sponsored the entire trip. I was trapped into it. Came back home. Life continued. Then I remember going over to my boyfriend's flat with my laptop. I was busy doing my research of my undergrad at the time. So I went with my laptop, left it at my boyfriend's place. I mean, it's daddy's house. You know, forgetting it's the ghetto. We didn't even have curtains from the beginning. Left it at his place. Then I came home. Like, you know, I kept going there, but I kept postponing my research and then a couple of weeks later, I'm like, wait, can I get my laptop? Then he's like, Martin borrowed it, another guy. Oh, okay. And I believed him because the guy that borrowed it, that is an IT technician. So I thought maybe he's going to ITify everything. I don't know if that's even a word, but I'm just saying he's probably going to use it because, you know, IT vibes. Okay, cool. A week passes. I'm like, research is behind. Gotta finish my research. Where are we now? Then he's like, yeah. Oh, guys, I got tired of asking for that laptop. Then he tells me in the midst of everything, babe, my daughter is so sick. Baby mama was here dragging. She wants medicine worth $300. I'm like, okay. And I don't have, guys. God. I'm not making this up, guys. I feel like I need to be on the episode of I've been through the most at this point. No, really. Sharp. Do I want the child to die? Here, $300. Go buy the child medicine. Where's my laptop? I'm gonna call Martin. It got so frustrating that I had to ask him for Martin's number so I can call him myself. Hi, Martin. Babzo here tells me that you have my laptop. Can I have it? No, I gave it back to him. Please ask him. I'm like, whoa, something is not right. I kept asking Babzo over and over my laptop. He kept telling me it's with you, and now you're telling me it's with him. Okay, cool. Martin, don't want to involve you. Let me just stick to my person. Then I'm like, my laptop. He's like, no, your laptop is with Martin. Guys, now he's the biggest scam of Africa. I got so tired of asking for my laptop. I involved my friend, a police officer. I'm like, look, I don't want you to do anything illegal. I don't even want you to do anything. I just want this guy threatened. So the day he got a call, he tells the police officer he's on his way to the north. Why are you going to the north? No, my grandmother, something in the lines of his grandmother passed, or his grandmother is sick, something in those lines, and he's going home. And then he's like, okay, cool, no problem. We don't mind you going home, but we just want to know where the whereabouts of the laptop. It's with Martin. And then the police officer is like, my guy, this is the police officer speaking. You're on the road to the north. There are so many roadblocks on the way. You either disclose where the laptop is, or you'll be stopped at any roadblock. The next roadblock, gonna bring you back in a car, and you're gonna tell us where it is at the station. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I sold it. Guys, in that moment, I'm like, you did what? Police officer is like, you know what, Anna, this is my cue to leave. He sold it, you know, and. I'm like, sharp. Babzo, where's my laptop? I called him. Why? I texted him, I think. I sold it. You sold it? Why? He didn't tell me. I dropped a call. He sends me a long paragraph. I'm so sorry, babe. As soon as I'm back from the north, I'm gonna make it up to you. I had to pay rent. Guys. You had... But I blame myself. The red flags were there. Vivid. They were there. But I chose to ignore them. Okay. I read that message. I put my phone down. I went to bed. Like, I couldn't even cry. Because I feel like I've been through the most already. Why am I crying? And I saw it coming. This was him. It was given. It's there. It's just there. It's already given. It's there that this is what it is. It's there. Sharp. Babzo comes back from the north. He calls me. Why do you sound like you don't want to talk to me? I'm like, I'm supposed to talk to you. You are even like, I picked up this call. Why are you calling me? I'm outside your house. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know when you go to your mom, when you're in trouble at home, and you go home with a couple of your friends, you know, to show the parents that I was not in on rocks. I was with my friends. I was not in the wrong side of the law. I was just with my friends. He came with like 4 of his friends here. Jitas walking into my house. Hi, Anna. The guys now. Hi, Anna. I'm like, Babzo is like, babe, can we talk? Then I pulled him aside. He's like, he came with a plastic bag with cocoa pine juice, Simba chips, the cheap shit that he can afford at this point. Babe, I'm so sorry. I just came to apologize for what I did. And, you know, I found this guy where he sells really, really nice laptops. You can go check it out. Did I have to go buy one? No, I'll buy it for you, babe. I need to pay you back. I'm like, what happened? No, rent was due. The guy was on my case, so I had to pay rent. I had to sell your laptop. The first thing you saw in your room was my laptop, and you decided to sell it. I'm not even your cousin. I'm not even your... What is going on? You couldn't even just tell me that we can meet each other halfway, because obviously I meet you all the time. No, babe, I was embarrassed. Now you should be. Told him, take out my house. With him, when I open my eyes, you should be out of my house. Now his friends were so uncomfortable. I'm like, what are you guys still doing here? Get out of my house. They all stood up. They left. The guys left. And he was like, baby, you're embarrassing me. I'm like, why are you still talking? Guys, I was out. I followed him to that car and I told him. He left. Never heard from him again. Like, I think a week later, he calls my best friend calls me. Yo, your guy's looking for you. To do what? You were here when you heard that he stole my laptop. So, mind you guys, I failed my research that year. I mean, what am I researching with? Half of my stuff were on that laptop already. And it was too late to start over. Okay, cool. He left. A week later, he comes back. I think 2 weeks later, he comes back with like a small pinky laptop. I don't know if it's the color that he thought I was going to fall for. Babe, I got you this laptop. Oh, okay, thank you. Finally, you replaced it, you know? It's 1.5. I'm like, okay, it's 1.5. And yeah, I brought you the laptop to replace the other one. And you bought it most. No, babe. Guys, I was scared. Laptop yan gone. Boy, laptop is gone. Laptop is gone. This was exactly 4 days. I could call it 90 days because it was 3 months and a few weeks. Gone. This is a person I considered the love of my life. Gone. Yo, guys, I can't. So that's how I got scammed by a person I called my boyfriend. He belonged here in my dreams. Guys, I wasn't even in love. I don't know what that was. Infatuation. That's why I keep saying, can we leave relationships to matured people? Can we leave relationships to people that can handle such things? What was that? What was that? So yeah, I hope you learned something. I hope you won't laugh at me. You won't judge me. And I hope we now learn to see the red flags for what they really are. Guys, like my friend always says, red flags are there, but you chose to see them dark orange. You chose to see a carnival instead of seeing the red flags. They were there. They were there. But nonetheless, thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl, Anaya Realtor. I'll be around the corner for your next real estate videos. Please like, subscribe, and share with everybody.